The final trailer and launching in August. So let's go and check it out together. Damn, looks good. This is probably on an engine as well. Okay, so wait, so those are the gods, and that's nice. We actually see more of the gods. Damn, this looks really good now. Holy crap. Damn. Okay, we see more powers now instead of like, I think the first time we saw it was only like 3 or 4 that we saw. We're seeing a little bit more powers, transformations. That looks great. Is there fishing? Oh, there's definitely fishing. Of course there is. Ooh, the little, the thing he gets stuck in and he eats the fucking orb. The fire orb thingy. Damn, the spider girls are hot. You saw that, right? Amitofo. Oh, he sucked them in with the gourd. The transformations are actually really, really fluid. Man, that's cool. A scorpion boss. Turns into a tree. I love it. I wonder if they're gonna make him turn into a house. I guess what they did in the show. Damn. Okay, so he eats that. I remember he ingests it, and then he has a thing where he can see through people's disguises, which is really, really good. Cool. I want to see the spider girls. Damn, this looks so good. Holy crap. Oh my god, that's Yi Long. That's a 3-eyed god. Oh shit. Damn. Is that it? Okay, there's a little bit more. 13 days, boys. 13 days. Does he have
devious natured. Hunting that guai is no simple task. You do have some skill.
Yeah, they can't get in. So, okay, I'm glad they brought that in. That's actually really cool. That's actually really, really cool. It's from the lore. So basically, Sun Wukong, he can actually make a barrier that like protects himself from. Sorry, getting distracted. You can make this thing that you can protect yourself from demons and like monsters, which is actually really cool. So let's go. Actually, I do want to go back and sort of dissect this. So there's a scene over here. So this is so basically every monster can have like every being or living creature can become like a monster, like a hybrid monster or like a demon. Right, this is probably like the tree demon or some shit like that. So now this was over here. These are I believe these are I forgot the 12 or 13. I believe it's 12. There are 12 gods that lives up with the Jade Emperor up in heaven, and I believe this is all of them. So this is actually really cool. This is like their council, and I actually have a statue at my dad's house. Like we have like he has one, and it's basically like all of them just sitting on a giant fish, and they're all basically different types of gods, which is actually pretty cool. And Sun Wukong actually goes and meets these gods when the Jade Emperor eventually brings him upstairs so he can keep tabs on Sun Wukong, because Sun Wukong is considered like a deviant on Earth because he's causing a lot of trouble, which is actually really crazy. So this is actually really cool. So yeah, these are all the different gods up here, and I like the fact that they're bringing all this in. So this is okay. So Buddha. This is not how Buddha usually looks like. Buddha is actually not the fat one, but this is that's what Buddha is this one up here. Buddha, that's the Buddha right up here. This is the fat Buddha is not usually the Buddha, but we just call him Buddha here just for easier reference. This one up here, yeah, this one is Buddha right here. I wonder, usually Guan Yin is like right next to him, the goddess of mercy. This is right now. This is the fat Buddha. They call him the fat Buddha. Now, I do like over here where they talk about. So this is the first enemy that you fell, right? So I believe every first boss that you kill is probably like you can get to like you're like Mega Man. You get to steal their abilities. But in this case, since Sun Wukong has 72 transformation, he can transform into different creatures. In the books. And in the actual show that I watched growing up, he can actually transform into inanimate objects as well. Like he can transform into a house, he can transform into like a bucket or anything like that, which is actually really, really cool. So this is the first one, the first boss that you kill, and you get you become a baboon, which looks like the first boss, which is really, really cool. And the transformation between it is very seamless, which is great. This is the other one. I remember they're showing a demo of this. Who's fighting the lightning dragon with this weird like ball sack, right? It looks like a giant ball sack. This looks really good. So this is a new one. I haven't seen this one. This looks like some kind of weird like snail fish. Now this one is like a tentacle monster. Maybe like a fish or an octopus or something like that. Over here, because giant spider boss. So now, if you guys don't know, there's been a lot of instances where people are like, oh, this game. There are people for some reason. When I say people, I'm talking about like ESG, DEI garbage. They're basically saying, why doesn't this game have representation of black people? Why is it all like Asian? Here's the thing. This is an Asian game from China with Asian and Chinese mythology. It's always going to be Chinese people. You're not going to have any black people. Now, the cool thing is that they have hot women. Okay? So the spider girls and the snake girls are actually insanely hot in the show. I remember one of them, like, they looked really great. So this one, this is probably like their true form. So basically, sort of like a siren. They lure like men and they basically lure men into their domain by being a really hot girl, and then they basically kill them and absorb their essence, which is actually really cool. So we do see a girl later on, I believe, soon. So we do look over here. Looks like we have fishing, which is actually really cool. I think fishing is optional. In the game is always great, right? It's in Nier Replicant, Nier Automata, and Stellar Blade. Yeah, you're basically a succubus, right? All right. Where's Yasuke? I'm not sure. Where's Yasuke. Probably not here. So the cool thing is that if you guys don't know, there is this what's it called? This pot. And it's like a golden boiling cauldron that it's like a temperature. I forgot what the temperature is, but it's supposed to be very, very hot. And the reason why it's important to Sun Wukong's growth. In the story, there's no, like, they can't control him, right? Because he's a deviant, he's extremely strong, he's extremely fast, and he's basically almost invulnerable, where he can't die. So the Jade Emperor basically locked him in this cauldron, this golden cauldron. And what they did was, they thought that he was gonna die in there. But there is this like, this orb, this fire orb. Basically, it sort of looks like a medicine. It's basically in Chinese, it's like this medicine, and it's like a flaming orb. And he eats it. Sun Wukong's like, I'm just gonna eat it, and he eats it, and it basically gives him the ability to see through people's cloaks. Like he could basically, it's sort of like X-ray vision, but in terms of X-ray, is like he can see, because there's a lot of creatures who can basically mimic or transform into another being, or into like an inanimate object. So eating this this pill or this fire orb gives him the ability to see through that. And the thing is that there's only one person who can do it now, which is Sun Wukong, which is actually really, really cool. Okay, where's the hot ladies at? So this is the gourd. This is the thing that he gets trapped in, right? So he eats it, and he gets, so basically this is the orb that he's talking about, right? This thing pops out. Sun Wukong eats this. Yeah, he eats it. What's going on, Just JK? Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah. DBY, like a succubus, basically. So here are the other enemies you see. I don't know about this one. So this is I believe this is the guy who gives him the gourd, and the gourd is basically, if you pop open the gourd and you say that person's name, they get sucked in there. All joking aside, you're lucky that your culture has such an awesome mythology. I've loved Monkey King. It's my favorite. Like, out of all the mythologies, this is my favorite. Like, my second favorite is Greek, and Norse mythology is it's after that. But yeah, I love it. So this is the guy who gives him the gourd. So basically, Sun Wukong can see this, like this fake imagery, this fake like camouflage like location, is because he has that ability now where he can actually see through things. What's going on, Ron? Hope you're doing well, man. Okay, so right over here, this is I think this is the snake woman. Yeah, this is one of the snake women. They're insanely hot. They're really fucking hot. And like, she has a bunch of sisters too. And I believe there's one thing that I saw a long time ago. Let's see. Let me bring it up. Sun Wukong. Spider woman. Spider woman. See. Find him. The hell? Why is Spider-Man wearing Sun Wukong? Oh my god, this is AI garbage. Shows Miles Morales wearing like weird shit. Let's see. Spider Sisters. Yeah, so basically this is one of them right over here. This is actually from the game. Right over here. This is one of the sisters. Yeah, they have a bunch of sisters, which is actually pretty damn cool. And they're basically all insanely hot looking. Yeah, so let me bring up an old trailer right over here. So this is an old trailer. Right over here. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this garbage music. So I'm gonna fast forward right over here. So as you can see, these are the sisters. Right, these are the sisters. And basically their grandmother, or I think it's their grandmother, is the one who's sort of the leader, which is actually really, really cool. So of course, like, they can turn into giant, like, this is their true form. Like, if you actually let them basically like get to their true form. So basically, yeah, this is the TV show, the old TV show. And see, this is like this is the true form. Like, the thing is that Sun Wukong can see this, right? Sun Wukong, ever since he ate that flaming orb thing, he can see through this disguise. Versus every other character cannot see through it because they don't have the ability to, which is actually really cool. See, this is the true form, and this guy can't see it. So these are all like, see, all these girls, they all like showering, and basically, this is one of my favorite characters. This is the Puar, similar to Puar from Dragon Ball Z. He's basically a pervert, and he used to be a god. He used to be a god up in heaven, and one of the Jade Emperor's army. But he fell in love with a girl, and what happened was that he destroyed a lot of shit. So he basically used one of the Jade Empress's time machines to keep going back in time to try to fall in love with a girl. So he kept like trying to like change history, and they found out that he did that multiple times. So as a punishment, he needs to live 1,000 different lives, and once he falls in love, he dies. Right? So one of them is like, he falls in love with a girl. Immediately once he falls in love, he never really like gets true love. Like they get separated and he dies, and then he has to keep reliving that over and over and over and over and over again, which is basically Puar's sad life. He's sort of fucked up because he's so horny, so God's punishing him. But what happened was when he got to hell, there's like a bunch of portals. He's supposed to get pushed into the human portal, and there's this blind lady that makes you drink a tea that basically wipes your memory. And he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And he starts fighting with people down there, and he falls into the animal portal. And so he becomes half man, half pig when he's born. So what happened is that like he basically was seen as like a mutant or a monster, and they were gonna torch him and burn him at the stake. But the thing is that the goddess of mercy, Guan Yin, comes down and saves him. And he's like, we have bigger plans for you. I can give you back all your superpowers. I can give you back because he used to be a god. I can give you back all your powers. I can give you back all your memory. But in return, you have to escort a sage or a monk to deliver scriptures. And he's like, yes, I'll do that. And he's like, you gotta let go of your past of falling in love with these hot girls. And he's like, all right. And then he never does. So basically he spies on these hot girls all the time. See, he's spying on them all the time, right? These hot Asian girls that are like basically bathing in the river. So now when it comes down to the game, this is the true form. And the thing is that the pig, the Puar, or the pig guy can't see it, right? So that's actually really cool right over here. So I'm definitely really looking forward to these spider bosses because it's going to be really cool. Like the thing is that this is their true form, but we'll see. Man. I'm really looking forward to the game, man. I'm really freaking excited. So here's a spider. This is actually really nice. They look really good. And see, these are all these different demons. I want this watermelon. I can make an extremely terrible, tasteless joke, but I'm not gonna do it. But I do want to talk about right over here, near the end. He actually bumps into the three-eyed god, which is the general of the military up in heaven, which is actually really cool. Right over here. There he is. So I believe this is him. He doesn't have I don't think this is him, but I believe this is part of his army. Yeah, so there is so basically this is like there are like generals and they're like captains up in heaven, and these are several of them. This one uses like wind with his with this like Chinese guitar looking thing. One of them is basically like a dog demon. And like one of them is basically like it sort of looks like Guan Yu from Dynasty Warriors, which is actually really cool. How can you make a joke about watermelon? They're delicious. They are delicious. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. I think that the story is going to end where Sun Wukong gets captured by Buddha and sealed away in the Five Finger Mountain. I think that's where the story is going to end. I think that's a good part for it to end, is because you don't need to go through the entire thing where he goes journey to the west. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is like how he gets his power pole, how he gets his powers, how he has to deal with demons and stuff like that, and then he fights gods, which is actually pretty cool. It will be really cool in the future if we get a god of war with like maybe with Kratos beating the shit out of Sun Wukong. I don't know. That'd be really cool. Oh no, not the watermelon joke. Have now unsubscribed. Yep, canceled. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And this looks really good. Yeah, this looks really good. Yeah, this guy with the sword actually looks really awesome too. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, and over here, this barrier around them is basically a safe haven, as you can tell. Over here, a demon is trying to get in, and it's basically a force field. And do you know what's crazy? There's a what's it called again? The demons. If you guys don't know, most of the strong demons, like the upper level demons, they can transform into anything they want as well. So they have 36 different like types of like transformations that they have, right? That's what they call it, the 36 transformation. And they can, like, I remember one time, like, one of the snake ladies transform into like an actual person. And the thing is that the monk and the sage is actually inside. It's inside the thing, right? And like Sun Wukong's like, I'm gonna go get help. I'm gonna go get food because the sage is a human. It's like, I'm gonna go get food. I'm gonna get water for you. Stay here. Do not leave out of this ring. Doesn't matter who it is. Like, they're gonna try to trick you. And he's like, okay, I won't leave. So Sun Wukong leaves. And then the monk is basically like, he's trying to save people, right? So one of the snake ladies or the spider ladies transforms into like a little girl. And he's like, comes in, he's like, I need help. I need help, please, I'm scared. Please, can you help me? And then he's like, I can't come out of this circle. Can you come in? And the thing is that this only protects you against demons. So it's like, can you come in? He's like, no, I can't walk anymore. Like, my leg is broken. So the sage, with the goodness of his heart, goes out of the circle and then touches the little girl, and the little girl immediately transforms into like a snake woman and kidnaps him, which is freaking insane, right? So that there's a lot of things that it's like morally what's right and what's wrong, right? Just mention how this is the main inspiration for Goku and Dragon Ball. Yeah, it is. It's the Nimbus cloud, the power pole, what's it called again? Puar, like all of it. Like once it got to Dragon Ball Z, that's when it became crazy. But yeah, this is Journey to the West is the main inspiration for Dragon Ball, which is it's even said by Akira Toriyama, right? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait for it. It is in 13 days.